Too often we look at the current circumstances in our life and we forget the bigger picture in our lives. We think that we know what is best for us and what we need, and that we have to have this and this kind of thing in our lives, these kind of circumstances. And then we are so ungrateful for everything, and we are tend to blame so much ourselves and the universe that everything that exists, why things are like this, and we are forgetting that the other side of the coin. I truly believe that there is always some kind of benefits for everything, in everything. And most of the time, if you don't get everything immediately, it is even better so. If you look at, for example, that you want, for example, money in life, of course we want to get that immediately, and we just look at those circumstances that when we do not have it and tend to be bitter about it, and forgetting that how much that will teach you when you don't have that money, and how much you will start to appreciate it more when you do not have it. How much those harder times will teach you completely, because you don't have that money, what makes everything harder. And how much more beautiful, complete experience that this life is for you when you have seen everything, experienced everything. How much knowledge and understanding you can get. Some things are just meant to happen in the bigger picture later on, and will serve you more and more that way. And that is what we often tend to forget, don't see. And that is affecting our mood, how we are being in this life, actually without realizing how beautifully everything have been happening for you. And we often forget that because of those experiences, everything that have happened, you are the way you are here today. I would truly hope that we can be more grateful for everything that have been happened, that is happening and will be happening. Everything is ultimately some way good for you and will always take you further, make you stronger, and you will grow. Of course we want to get the most out of it, most out of everything. But like I said, you can't always know what is truly best for you. And even if things look like on the surface level that there wouldn't be any kind of benefits, or that would be kind of waste of time, it isn't most of the time, and you just realize these things later on, and sometimes too late. So I would hope that because of this message today, you would see these things differently. and that would affect your how you be in this life, behave, and what kind of attitude you have towards everything. I tend to look at so long in my life those past experiences, everything that I have gone through, that why I had to go through these things and why everybody else had so easily these things, so many things. I was so angry and bitter. But more I have lived, more I have realized that how beautifully actually everything have gone, and seen that it was in the bigger picture good for me like that, and because of those how things went I can live more satisfactory life. We often forget that this life is not a sprint but a marathon. It is not about some few experiences, moments in your life. You are constantly building something that you will build everything after that top on. And of course we all hope that that would be something good. It is better you have the good future than only have some few good moments. I am ready to sacrifice some things for me to, in the bigger picture, permanently enjoy my life so much more and what comes after it. And we will change constantly, and our way of seeing will also change, and it is also a beautiful aspect that we tend to get used to things. If we have hard times, those things will get easier and easier more you do it, more you have to go through these things. Those things will teach you so many things, and you can use those learned things to make everything more better, and that will constantly happen again and again, and then you will find yourself in the most beautiful place that you can be. Instead of being hateful, bitter about towards your parents, how they parented you, how they raised you up. You can be thankful in so many ways, depending of course the situations, and like I said, it is often even better that if you had hard times and those your parents always did not everything perfectly, so to say, if you understand what I try to mean. But I would go on and on this subject. But the main message is that you can truly be more grateful about everything. Don't always trust what you see and experience in the moment and how you see things. Things are most of the time more beautiful than you actually can realize, and we forget often the potential. That is one of the most important things. Moments and things will always change, but what will you learn, and when you grow yourself, all those lessons that you take with you, they will stay with you. All the lessons, all the growth that you have gained. And because of all those that have happened, you can find yourself more harder times you have more easily, not easily, but at least faster, that will happen. And that is the ultimate goal for all of us. But I truly, once again, thank you for being with me, as always. Happy to share these messages and hoping that you can find your light in life and see everything differently, better way. If you're interested about personal coaching in some kind of area, be free to check out the description box below, as always, and hope you all the best. See you next time, and take care, and thank you.